Hello bookish friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lexi and today we are starting a travel vlog. This is my very first travel vlog. I figured I would show you my trip process from prepping to the trip, which is packing and like all the stuff I do to get ready for a trip. And then I'm gonna vlog as much of the trip as I can. We are going to Charlotte, North Carolina tomorrow. It is Tuesday, November 5th when I am starting this and packing and getting ready. We leave tomorrow night at about 5:30, I think our flight is. And we're just going to Charlotte to like potentially scope it out for future living. This isn't until like 5 years down the road, but Chris and I had some time we needed to use for our jobs, so we figured why not just take a trip. We are going with his cousin and his fiance. Sorry, I thought I saw something outside. We're going Wednesday to Sunday, and honestly, it's gonna be a great trip because it's gonna be very relaxing. We don't have anything planned, so it's kind of just go with the flow. And Chris and I always, when we're like scoping out a potential place where we wanna live, we always go to open houses if there's any on the weekends, so we'll probably do that too. I'll try to vlog a little bit of the trip. I don't know if I'll do like a lot of talking or if it'll be a lot of B-roll because I don't want to film in front of people that don't wanna be on camera, duh. But I was like, that could be fun to kind of like get as much B-roll as possible. Even if it's like 5 minutes of B-roll, maybe I could do a voiceover when I get back or whatever. I don't know. We're just gonna see how it goes. If this doesn't turn out the way I wanted to, it's fine. I'll still post it. I just wanted to take you guys along with me. As you can tell from the tragic scene behind me, I am beginning to pack. I usually don't pack this ahead of a trip. I am a last minute packer simply because once Louis sees the suitcases come out, his anxiety starts, and I don't feel like dealing with that. But I don't think I'm gonna put my stuff into my suitcase until tomorrow. I just wanna like plan out my outfits and make sure I have everything and I can set it aside in my closet, so tomorrow when I do decide to pack in my actual suitcase, it's like good to go and I don't have to like think. We're gonna do that. I'm also gonna check my toiletries right now. I actually keep my suitcase partially packed. I keep like my toiletries and stuff that I know I use a lot packed. Like for instance, I have a second charger that charges my phone and my Apple Watch at the same time, and I just leave it in my suitcase so I never have to forget it. All of my toiletries and pretty much anything I use like hair, body, skincare wise is all already packed. I just have to make sure I have everything I need and everything is refilled. So I'm gonna do that in just a little bit, but we're gonna go over what I'm packing. I always pack in a carry-on unless I'm going for like a week or something longer than when we're going. We go Wednesday night to Sunday night, so it's a shorter trip, a little bit longer than normal. We usually go like a Thursday to a Sunday, but Chris and I are flying out tomorrow night because it was a lot cheaper. But I think our Airbnb has a laundry thing, so if I need to do laundry for whatever reason while I'm there, I can definitely do that. But let's go over what I'm actually packing. First, let me get it all organized by how I'm wearing it and when I'm wearing it. Okay, so here is the situation. This stack right here is like my athletic wear. So I have a pair of leggings. Let's actually just go over it. So I have a couple of like comfy cozy shirts. I have a pair of biker shorts. You can't even fucking see this. I have a pair of biker shorts, a pair of leggings, and an athletic like Old Navy dress. I'm gonna bring my Birkenstocks because I do wear those and we're renting a car, so I don't know. I mean, I know we're gonna be walking a lot, but maybe if like one day we're just like bopping around in the car, I'll wear these. This right here is my airplane outfit, so I am wearing my new Uggs that I got. Well, they're dupe of Uggs. I'm wearing the CRZ brown set that you saw in the last weekly vlog, and one of these two sweatshirts, I don't know which one I'm gonna wear yet. It depends on how I'm feeling tomorrow, because I did just get my period and I'm feeling nice and bloated. Okay, so in this pile here, I have two outfits for these pair of light wash denim jeans. I have this little gray tie front sweater with a white bodysuit, and then I have this brown long sleeve tummy control bodysuit. I hate bringing jeans because they're so heavy and they take up so much space, so I need about 4 nighttime outfits. So I bought 2 pairs of jeans that I can wear twice, so that's one. This is the other set of outfits I have. I have a pair of black jeans. I have this striped sweater that I can wear because it's gonna be a little chillier at night. And then I have a Skims black bodysuit with my black leather bomber jacket and this belt for both outfits actually. And then I am bringing a pair of black booties and my white slide-on bands. So those are the nighttime outfits. And then over here I just have jammies, socks, undies, and bras, which I'm not gonna show you all that, but this is everything that I'm packing. Again, the Airbnb does have laundry, so if I find I go through all of this, specifically the daytime stuff, I can just wash it. I also forgot to mention that I am gonna be bringing my Hoka sneakers because if we do walk a lot, I definitely need those. All right, we are now gonna take a look at what's in my suitcase. I have, if I can put this down a little bit, the beige carry-on suitcase in the beige color. I usually bring the carry-on in some sort of bag to put on top, and this is the beige plaid one. I don't know if this is gonna be the one I bring. This is actually like not a great traveling bag because I don't think it fits under a seat. Well, it could if you don't like put anything past here, but like what's the point? So we'll see if that's what we're gonna bring, or I have this bag. I love this bag. It is huge, but also like can be compact if it needs to be, so we'll pack this later on. But I want to see how my toiletry bags are looking. Okay, so on this side of my suitcase with the little thing, I don't know what you call this. This is where I put all my clothes. I'll put my underwear and bra and other stuff. Oh my God, that's where that's been. Oh man, I've been looking for that. On this side, I keep a sleeping mask. You guys are gonna laugh at this. I keep my Bucky, who travels everywhere with us, and we take pictures. It's like a thing with my family, I don't know. I'll put probably like my Kindle charger in there and maybe some other techie things. And then I have my extra charger that charges my phone and my Apple Watch. That always stays in there, so I never forget a charger. You open this up and this is where all my toiletries are. It's a lot, I know. I'm a little high maintenance, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I have to have a fan with me everywhere I go. So I have my travel fan, my mirror, I always have a lint roller. This bag, I pack like pads and stuff for like obviously your period, and your girl's lucky enough to have her period this time. So I gotta make sure that this is stocked. I need to add something to this, but I always keep this in this bag or whatever bag I put on top of my suitcase so I can easily access that, so we'll take that out. This bag is usually all my meds and migraine stuff, so honestly there's a bunch of random shit in here. I gotta check this and make sure I have everything. Like I literally have the most random stuff. Like I have migraine packs, Advil, rizatriptan, a liquid IV, which I'll probably add more of those. Some Alka-Seltzer hangover relief, because you never know. A vaginal cream in case I get a yeast infection. Like I literally have everything you could ever need in here. Vitamin C, Advil packets, Noom, hand sanitizing wipes. And then I have this little thing with a bunch of meds that I use, which I gotta make sure I have all of this stuff, but I usually am pretty good about that. My biggest thing is I have to have stuff to treat migraines because you never know when those are gonna strike up. And this I always also pack in my bag that I put on top, so we'll move that over. I have face wash, body wash, and personal care wash, which I think I have to refill this. These are just like 3 things that I can't use anything different. Yeah, I gotta fill this. So I always keep these packed, and then I have my Bioma Jelly Cleanser, and I have a Travel Sol de Janeiro body wash, and then just 2 random shampoos and conditioners, which I am one of those people that I use the hotel ones because why take up the space in my suitcase? So I need to make sure that the JJ wash is filled. This little thing holds all my makeup brushes. I love it. This thing, I actually got this from Temu. How fucking cute is this? This holds like my hairbrush, my travel toothbrush, body lotion, deodorant, toothpaste, nasal spray, inhaler. Did I say deodorant? Band-aids, gum, stain stuff, everything I need really. Hair ties, a chafing gel, and a mend kit. Can I bring this on the plane with me? I don't know if I can bring this on the plane with me, because it's like a needle. Maybe I'll take this out just to play it safe. When's the last time I traveled? I had to have had this with me the last time. Anyways, just a bunch of random shit. I probably could organize this maybe a little bit better. Nail file, perfume. Always gotta have perfume on me. I'm gonna add this to my little travel thing. This is the Sol de Janeiro 48 because I like to have multiple perfumes. So like this is so nice because now I don't have to worry about like bringing any of this stuff. Where's my toothbrush though? Do I have toothpaste? Yep, I got toothpaste. That should be enough. Yeah, so that house is a bunch of randomness. Okay, so that's good. And then this right here holds my skincare and my makeup. So this is double-sided. I have my skincare on this side. I have, oh, I gotta take these scissors out. Oh, they're on the other side. I have to put cotton pads in here. I have Q-tips, cotton balls. I'll have to add cotton pads like I said. Take this out. On the other side, I have like mascaras, eyebrow stuff, eyelash glue, which I don't really need eyelash glue, so I could take that out, but I'll just leave it. And then on this side, I have to fill it with makeup. because obviously this is empty. Oh, something spilled. God damn it. Looks like my foundation bottle cracked, but we're gonna make sure that this is all stocked. I'm gonna fill up whatever I need to in here, and then we should be good to go. Then I think that's it. Also, my shoe rack broke. Don't judge me, I need to fix it. I got new ones. So now that I know what I need to pack, I'm gonna make sure everything is stocked, ready to go. The only other things I need to do is I need to do my nails. I need to finish up some YouTube stuff. I need to finish up some full-time job stuff. I need to pluck my eyebrows desperately. I'm gonna do that tomorrow because I'm gonna take a full-blown shower tomorrow afternoon after I get up and walk Louis for the day. But yeah, that is pretty much it. That's how I pack. Clearly it's not a lot. I do have all of my toiletries pre-packed, which if you travel a decent amount, I highly recommend getting travel sizes of anything you can, because it makes it so much easier to not have to worry about, okay, now I gotta pack my makeup, but then when you get back you have to unpack it. I don't do that. I have doubles of everything that I love and absolutely can't not use. Like my foundation and my makeup, I pretty much have double of everything. It's always packed and ready to go. But I'm going to get my makeup bag and toiletry bags situated. The next clips you'll see are me finishing that, and then we will be in Charlotte. Like I said, I don't know how much I'm really gonna film because I don't want to put Chris and his cousin and his fiance in a weird position to like be forced to be on camera. I mean, if they want to be, they want to be. But I also want to just thoroughly enjoy this trip because it has been a week from hell and it's only fucking Tuesday. I just want to like be in the moment, be present, but I also want to show you guys certain things. The certain things I'm talking about are really where we go to get coffee in the morning, maybe some B-roll of the stuff we do, where we go, outfits, all that. I guess other than that, I'll see you in Charlotte. Sorry, one more thing before I go. I want to talk about what I'm bringing book-wise. I just got this in the mail. This is the Darling Desi Pumpkin Patch, something like that. Desi's Pumpkin from Happy Go Lovely Sleeves. Look at how cute this book sleeve is. Like, I am actually obsessed, and it couldn't have come at a better time because I definitely needed a little pick-me-up today. And I also wanted to bring it on my trips. I am bringing Sweet Nightmare by Tracy Wolf. I don't have the dust jacket on because I started this the other night. I only read like less than 10 pages, so I will definitely hopefully crush a lot of this on the plane. I love reading on an airplane, and we have a 2-hour direct flight. Hoping to read a decent amount of that, and I'm very excited. It's like dark academia, romance, paranormal romance. Actually, you know what? I should just read you what it says on the inside. Also, sorry, you're gonna have to look at my broken shoe rack because nothing else will focus. It says, Sweet Nightmare is a fast-paced paranormal romance with horror elements set at a school for rogue paranormals. It's a hefty book. I think it's almost 500 pages, so hoping to read a decent amount of this on the plane. I don't know if I'll read much when I'm actually there, but we'll see. And I'm bringing my Kindle. I have a couple books downloaded on KU. We shall see. Probably gonna read some Monster Smut if I'm being honest, because that's like my obsession right now, but just wanted to tell you that that's what I'm bringing reading-wise. Okay, now I'll see you in Charlotte. So we have arrived at the airport, made it through TSA, had to get ourselves some Starbucks. I got myself a sausage, egg, and cheddar with a like vanilla latte. And Chris got an Americano and then randomly decided he wanted Burger King. Started reading Sweet Nightmare by Tracy Wolf on the plane, and I ended up DNFing this since. I was really enjoying it at first, but just couldn't do it anymore. Chris was watching Lucifer. I started watching The Grinch because that's literally all I had downloaded on my phone. And I got this can of Diet Coke, and how freaking cute is this little Christmas Santa? Back to reading. I read up to 91 pages of this book during our first flight, which was only about 2 hours. And then when we landed, we grabbed our rental car, which was this cutie little Nissan Sentra. It was actually a really nice car and so much bigger inside than you would think. And then once we got to our hotel and got checked in, we just grabbed some food. I got pizza, tater tots, and Chris got some boneless wings. And yeah, that was our first night. Hello, friends. It is Thursday. We are officially in Charlotte. I mean, we were officially in Charlotte last night, but we didn't do much. We landed at like 7:45-ish, and by the time we got our rental car and made it to, sorry, that blinker's annoying, made it to the hotel, it was about like 9:15. And literally we just ordered food, watched a little TV, and then went to sleep. But today I am up in Adam. I'm actually heading into a used bookstore here that I've always wanted to go to. It's called Second and Charles. I left him at the hotel room because he was still sleeping and needed to shower, and I was like, well, this might be better for me to go without you so you're not hounding me and harassing me about the books that I may or may not buy. So we're gonna go into Second and Charles here in downtown Charlotte and see what we find. I don't have much room to bring a lot of books home. I have room for maybe 2, maybe 3 books. So I decided that if I find a lot of books that I have either been looking for or it's just like a deal that I can't resist, sorry about the blinker, I can literally just go to the post office that's down the street and ship these books back to my house. Like, that's fine. I don't care about doing that. So anyways, yeah, let's not waste any more time and let's go do some book shopping. Okay, so after my little book shopping extravaganza, we picked up Chris's cousin and his fiance from the airport, went to our Airbnb, which had the most beautiful view ever of the city. We stayed at Belle Uptown, which was honestly a perfect location because we could walk everywhere. We settled in and then we went and got coffee at this adorable little coffee shop called Waterbean Coffee. It was so good. It was so cute and cozy in there. It was a little dark and we were kind of like, why is this so dark? But it was still super cute. I, of course, got a vanilla latte. Chris, of course, got an Americano. We thought it was so good. And then after that, we just kind of perused the city for a little bit, walked around. We ended up finding this little cookie shop. We wanted to go to Insomnia Cookies, but somebody told us about Tiff's Treats. So we went here. We were wishing it was going to be like the big giant cookies, but they were smaller. But let me tell you guys, this place was so good. It had this really cute little sign that says we go together like milk and cookies or something like that. And yeah, it was super cute here. We all got a couple little treats, and here's me trying my ice cream sandwich. Oh my god, I can't even, how do you get it out? Chocolate all over me. Let me know when you guys need that.
It's all heated up.
Definitely gonna need it soon. Oh my god, how the fuck do I eat this? How is yours not messy?
In here and try and eat it like
yeah, I'm gonna do it like this.
Yours might even sit in a little longer.
Yours is a lot more chips. Can I take mine?
Oh my god.
How is it?
So good. Okay, now we are on to Friday. We went to Lottie's Cafe, which was so cute. It had all this cute little merch and apparel and goodies. I ended up buying a Charlotte Hornet sweatshirt from here. This is Chris's cousin opening what was like a snickerdoodle cinnamon churro type of donut. It was so good. We both got one. Of course, I got my vanilla latte, Chris got his Americano. I got a breakfast sandwich and Chris got just a plain bagel with cream cheese. Then because we were going to a Hornets game later, we ended up going to their mall, which was right near Barnes & Noble. So you guys already know I had to go and check out all the books that they had. It was a pretty decent Barnes & Noble. I wouldn't say it was the best one I've ever been to, but it was 2 floors and it did have a ton of cool special editions. I ended up picking up Lost and Lassoed by Lila Sage, and the amount of special editions they had here was so cool. Except, am I the only one who doesn't think that this edition of Icebreaker is like that beautiful? I don't know, maybe that's just me. We just browsed the little popular tables. That's where I usually look most of the time if I'm just like kind of going in and browsing and seeing what they have. I also saw this edition of Study in Drowning and thought about getting it but decided not to. Checked out their holiday books. They had a bunch of holiday rom-coms. This was us walking to get some drinks before the Charlotte Hornets game. I didn't film much between going to the bookstore and this because we didn't have that much time. Chris wanted to show off his new hat he bought and his new aloe jacket that he bought himself. This is the little cocktail bar we went to. I forget the name of it. I wish I could remember. If I think about it, I'll put it on the screen somewhere at some point. They had a lot of specialty cocktails that were so cool. Like, look at this. This is literally how they served us our drinks. How freaking cool is that? So I don't remember what I got. I got something called like I don't know. They kind of just ask you what you like and make something about it. This is Chris and his cousin's drinks. How freaking cool is this presentation? And this is our second round of drinks. And unfortunately, I did not film anything after this. So I will update you about my trip when I'm back in Albany. Okay, hello friends. We are clearly back in New York and I am ready to do my post-trip reset. So as you saw, we did a decent amount. I actually stopped filming after Friday night after we went to the Charlotte Hornets game because we just like ended up having a couple chill days. Friday was the only night we all really drank and we weren't feeling our best Saturday. We really just went around to a lot of open houses and kind of checked out a couple different areas and I didn't even really think to film that at all. And then we went to a nice dinner Saturday night at STK Steakhouse, I think it was. Sunday, we got up, packed our stuff, and then went to a couple more open houses, went to a bar to watch some of the football games, and then we obviously went to the airport and went home, and here we are. So we had a great time in Charlotte. It was a really fun, pretty city. It gives us vibes of home, but there's a couple different things that are a little weird. Not sure exactly how we're feeling about it. I did buy one book when I was there. I bought Lost and Lassoed by Lila Sage, which I actually realized that I ordered on Amazon as well, so now I have 2 copies. I'll probably return the one I got from Barnes & Noble. We had a great time. Now I need to unpack, address the situation that is up in Chris's office. I have 2 shoe racks up there, which I'm sure you've seen before. They broke. Well, one of them broke, so I had to throw out both of them, and I ordered 2 new ones, which my parents actually put together while we were away. It is just a mess up there. There is all of my shoes just on the floor, so I need to address that situation today too. I want to unpack. Honestly, I kind of want to do all of my laundry just to like have it done. I need to do a face mask. I broke out like crazy on this trip. I don't know if it was just from eating whatever I want to eat, drinking soda, or like the sheets and stuff, but I broke out like crazy. So I want to do a face mask and take like a deep cleansing shower to get like all the gunk off me. I don't know. I also want to update you on reading. I am reading Sweet Nightmare by Tracy Wolff. I read 102 pages on my flight there and my flight back. I read most of this. I think I read like 92 pages on the way there, but yesterday on the way back, I decided to watch the new Clifford the Big Red Dog movie on Netflix. Such a mistake to watch on the plane. I was ugly crying. In the middle of it, when the whole thing with Clifford is happening, I was just sobbing. Absolutely sobbing, like embarrassing sobbing. And like my nose was, I was sniffling because I was crying so hard, and I was legit sitting there like this, just crying because it was so sad, and all I could think about was, oh my god, if anybody ever tried to take Louis from me, I would lose my shit. Yeah, that movie wrecked me. It absolutely wrecked me. I definitely should have not watched it on a plane ride where there was people around me. And when it was at the saddest part is when the flight attendant came around and was like, do you want a drink? And I'm like, yeah, I'll take water. It was embarrassing, but yeah, so I didn't read much yesterday because I was so engrossed in that movie, and then after it I just couldn't function and be a normal human being. But I did receive 2 bookish boxes while I was gone. So I got my book of the month and my second Aardvark book club. Let's go over book of the month first. I honestly forgot that I got 2 books this month. The first one I got is The Teller of Small Fortunes by Julie Leong. I love this cover. I think it is so cute and cozy. I'm gonna redo the brief descriptions because I don't want this to be too long. For this, it says, in the this magical story, a group of lovable misfits looks for their place in the world and discover it with each other. It's like a friend group, bound family, magical stuff. I don't know. I told you I'm going through this quickly. And then the next book I got is P.S. I Hate You by Lauren Connolly. This sounds so good. It's like a road trip with your enemy and brother's best friend. So this one says, to honor her late brother's wish, a woman must road trip with her former flame turned sworn enemy. Cue all the feelings. Like, her brother passed away and his last wish was for them to like go cross country. These two that are going on this road trip used to be lovers turned enemies. Those are the 2 November picks I got for book of the month. Next, I also got 2 books from Aardvark. The 1 monthly pick being Memorials by Richard. I'm not even gonna try this book. I forget what this book is about, honestly. It sounded really good. It's a horror book. As a group of students encounter supernatural terror while on a road trip through Appalachia in this chilling new novel. I don't know. Honestly, that sounded so good. It's a little thick. It's like almost 500 pages. Oh, there's symbols and stuff in here. Look at this. I love when books have stuff like this. Very excited for this one. And then I added on How to Hide in Plain Sight by Emma Noyes. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, this book. Before I actually subscribed to Aardvark, I would look at their monthly picks and be like, do I want that? Do I not? I would look and I'd be like, I don't think the choices are good enough for me to like subscribe this month, but last month is when I actually like finally pulled the plug. And this was one that I was like debating on a couple months ago, but never ended up doing it. So I ended up adding it to my box this month. Honestly, I don't really know what this is about. I know it's about family and love. Like she goes back to her hometown for her brother's wedding or something and has to deal with like all of her past trauma, which she kind of just like up and left a couple years ago. And that's all I know. These are the 2 books I got from Aardvark. So a little mini book haul, I guess, from the 2 book subscriptions I have. Here you go. Those are the ones I got. Those are the books I got from a book of the month in Aardvark. All right, that is the update. That was 9 freaking minutes. That was so long. I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna go finish making my coffee because I brewed it this morning. We have like nothing in the house. We have no food, and I obviously have no coffee made, so I made 2 Nespresso pods, and I'm just waiting for them to cool in the fridge. So I'm gonna go finish making that. We're gonna do some laundry. We're gonna unpack. We're gonna put away my chaotic shoes. Wait till you guys see it. It's bad. And then we're gonna do some laundry, maybe take Louis for you know what, and then just kind of chillax for the day. Taking off the day after you get back from a trip is such a move and such a vibe lately. Chris and I never used to do that, and this time we were like, we're taking Monday off, especially since we flew in late. We didn't get back into Albany until like 10:30. So if we both had to like get up and go to work today, it just wouldn't have happened. Gonna go get the post-trip reset started. friends. It is now Tuesday. I have a tiny mic for this DJI camera, so we're gonna test it out and see how this goes. Hopefully it's not like unbearably loud. I almost feel like I don't want it right here. Maybe I'll put it like right in front of me. If the sound quality is really weird right now, I will just refilm this when I go to edit it and we'll go from there. But I'm getting ready for work this morning and I wanted to just hop back on and close out this video. As I was like going through my day yesterday, I feel like I kind of breezed through talking about our trip, and I think it was because I was partially just like out of it yesterday. I was still trying to like catch up with my brain, and when I filmed that intro, it was right when I woke up. I literally just woke up, so I was still kind of out of it, and I was like, this is supposed to be about like traveling, being in Charlotte, and I literally was just like, oh yeah, we had a great time. So let's talk about Charlotte. Things we liked is that it definitely gave us the vibe of where we live right now does. And when we went to Texas, we hated the setup of the like where you live versus where you shop and go grocery shopping and all that. We didn't like how separated the two were. That's kind of like what we look for. And when we go somewhere to like potentially see if we want to live there, kind of go to different towns and cities that we think we would want to live in. Also, I went shopping at Ulta when we were there and I got the Super Goo Protect Tint, Daily SPF Tint. I bought a lot of makeup when I was there because it's the Sephora sale. Anyway, so we liked some of the areas surrounding Charlotte. Obviously, we would not live right in the city because we have a dog and I want nothing to do with living in an actual city. If it was up to Chris, we would live right in the busiest part of the city, but I am not about that. I want space. I want property. I want a big house, all of that, a backyard for Louie to run in. Chris and I got in on Wednesday just because the flight was direct that way and it was much cheaper than trying to fly in Thursday. We stayed right in the city, but we got there at like 9:30 and we were both just exhausted by the time we got there, so we literally ordered food and just hung out in our hotel. Friday morning, as you saw, I got up and went to a bookstore, the second in Charles. It was okay. It wasn't like a half price books, which is what I was hoping for. Plus I had no room in my suitcase to put anything else. Like I was already filled to the max when I got there. Also, I got this Patrick Ta Cream Contour and Bronzing Powder Duo. I'm so excited about this, but not gonna use that today. So I went to the bookstore and then we went and actually picked up his cousin and his fiance at the airport, and then we went and checked into our Airbnb, which was in a perfect location. We stayed at Belle Uptown. It's like a luxury residence thing, and it was prime location because we literally could walk everywhere. So I liked that part of Charlotte, but at nighttime it definitely got a little seedy, especially where we were. The Airbnb that we stayed at was like, if you went downstairs and like over a little bit, there was a 7-Eleven and there was some pretty sketchy people hanging out there at night. So like, if we lived there, I would not feel safe going out at night by myself. I mean, I would with Louie, but like, I don't even want to put myself in that situation. We went and had coffee at this really cute coffee shop. I will say they definitely have a lot more like cutesy coffee shops rather than just like Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks everywhere. No, they definitely had more Starbucks and Dunkin's, but we didn't even go to places like that because we love to explore new coffee shops. That was that. The one big thing we noticed about Charlotte is that it wasn't that busy. Like when we were walking around, we were there from pretty much a Thursday morning to Sunday night. And the entire time we were like, what the hell? Like, where are all the people? Like, if you walk around in New York City, obviously, I know that's a little different. Or even like Albany or where Chris's cousin lives, we were like, there's more people walking around during the daytime, even during working hours, than there was in Charlotte. Like, it was kind of dead. It was a little eerie. So then after that, we kind of just walked around and explored a little bit. We ended up, this is so funny. We were sitting at a sidewalk, a crosswalk, to go to this restaurant across the street. And I saw this really cool Tesla pull up, and I'm like, oh my God, Chris, look at this Tesla. And Chris and his cousin looked at each other when they were like, was that LaMelo Ball? And I was like, who the fuck is LaMelo Ball? And I guess he's like the star player on the Carolina Hornets. It's a basketball or NBA team. Chris and his cousin already had the idea of going to a Hornets game because there was one Friday night. And I love live sports, so I was like, sure, I'll go. And so when we were at lunch, we bought tickets. That night, we literally, what did we do for dinner? We just went to a pub across the street for dinner. It was definitely a really cute little city, but again, it was just like dead for what we were expecting, I guess. I think you're going to a city and you're like, oh, it's going to be so busy and there's going to be so many people. And we were kind of like, where are all the people? Like, I don't get it. Oh, I also bought this Kosas Dreamland Blush is Life blush. It is so pretty. I love this. So then Friday morning, we did the same thing. We woke up, went to a coffee shop, kind of just explored a little bit again. I don't even remember what we did, but that Friday was the day we went to the Hornets game. We had so much fun at the game. Luckily, the Hornets won. So, funny story about the game. Actually, I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear me over this stuff. Hold on. I was wearing my Lululemon belt bag, and I know that most stadiums have like a bag policy now. And during the day on Friday, we actually realized that there was a bag policy. I knew that, and I was like, oh, I'll be good with my Lululemon bag. But it didn't say like what you could and couldn't bring in. I guess, I don't know. I thought that it would be like, if you can't bring something specific, it would tell you on the sign. So I go in, I go through this metal detector, I'm fine. And then when they go to look through my purse, they see my DJI camera and they're like, what's this? And I was like, oh, it's a camera. And she's like, oh, you can't bring that in here. So I'm like, oh, fuck, like, what am I gonna do? So we literally had to get in an Uber, bring my camera back to the Airbnb, and then Uber back, which luckily we were so close to the Airbnb and we grabbed an Uber. We were back within like 20 minutes, so it wasn't a big deal. But again, it goes back to like the city not being that busy. Like there was no traffic really around the stadium. Like you go to Madison Square Garden, you try to go a mile, it's gonna take you 35 minutes. So that was like different. But then Saturday and Sunday, we went to a bunch of different open houses throughout different cities in Charlotte. I'm gonna hold my microphone now. I'm done getting ready. We went to a bunch of open houses in different areas and cities of Charlotte. We spent a couple hours doing that, and it was so fun. I love looking at open houses. Overall, we really liked the city, and we could definitely see ourselves living there, but we're also not in a rush to move whatsoever. Chris and I obviously both have jobs that are in this area, and we don't want to leave our family just yet. But we really liked the area. Definitely on a top 5 potential living places for us. I really liked it. The weather was warmer than it obviously is in New York. It was like cloudy and just not sunny, and it rained the first day we're there, which honestly that wasn't a deal breaker for me because they barely deal with snow. Overall, I really enjoyed it. There was definitely some things that I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. A lot of the houses we looked at didn't have like yards, and that is like my biggest thing for wherever I decide to move. I have to have a big yard. Some of them had big yards, but they didn't have a lot of grass. And obviously with a dog, you want grass. So that was like my biggest thing. It was just like, why does nobody have a backyard? That is the roundup of our trip. I'm sorry that was a really long update, but I realized I literally didn't tell you much about our trip yesterday. And I was like, I should probably do that. I got a lot done yesterday. I cleaned and folded and put away all of my laundry. Obviously you saw, I set up my new shoe racks. I love them. Except for they're not optimal because there's like bars, so if you have like a shorter shoe, it kind of like divots through the bar. Did my laundry, unpacked, chilled out a little bit. We went grocery shopping at like 6:30 last night. I made myself some coffee, made Chris and I dinner, and then we just legit chilled out for the night. I didn't do much reading yesterday. I was kind of a lazy couch potato when I wasn't doing stuff, so honestly it felt great though. But yeah, that is this travel vlog. It's a pre-trip prep, traveling to Charlotte, and then a post-trip reset. I hope you enjoyed this style of video. If you did, let me know in the comments and let me know what else you would like to see in these travel vlogs. The next travel vlog I'll do is when we go to California for New Year's, and that one might be more like interactive with filming because the people that I'm going with might be more... It's not that Chris's cousin and his fiance weren't willing to be on camera. I just like didn't want to put them in that situation. But the trip I'm going on to California is my parents and my sister and brother-in-law, and like they'll be fine. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, definitely let me know in the comments below. Make sure to give it a like. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. I will be doing Vlogmas, so we're gonna start doing some prep for that in the coming weeks. It is November 12th right now, so we're definitely gonna start prepping for Vlogmas and Christmassy December videos. We're probably gonna do some Christmas decorating this weekend, maybe, we'll see, I don't know. But I'm definitely doing a video for that too, so definitely make sure you're subscribed and you have the notification bell on so you never miss a video and you don't miss any upcoming Christmassy videos. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.